Maryland sports fans, there's only one sports book in the great state of Maryland with over 50 years experience booking bets and supporting customers. Betfred Sportsbook at Longshots is now open and is the only sportsbook in Frederick offering cash betting on football, basketball, world soccer, and more. Visit the Betfred Sportsbook at I-270 and MD-85 in Frederick, right next to Longshots off-track betting. Go to betfredsports.com for more information and your chance to win exclusive merchandise. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with a band called Modern Mimes. Right? I said that right? Modern Mimes? That's what I thought.
You sure did.
All right, before I start the show, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. I know I said do not say anything until after the intro song plays. So when I said that right, you're like, fuck, do I say something now?
Yeah, no, I was like, so that's why I was just kind of like giving you the nod, and then you add, I'm like, yeah, you said it right. You're good. We're good.
I mean, it's obviously Modern Mimes, right? But I was like, just in case, just because some bands throw a little flair on their band's name, and I was like, I should have probably asked that question first. I just assumed it was. And you know, I'll tell you, I went to go. So I was like, oh yeah, I got a show tonight, Modern Mimes. I gotta go check them out. And every time I typed in Modern Mimes, I kept on getting Modern Memes. and you know what? Go ahead.
So here's the thing with that. Let me just talk about this for a second. We played a show with Drowning Pool in Ohio a few months back, maybe even a year ago, and they had t-shirts made with all the band names, obviously, on the show. And guess what they put our name as on the t-shirt?
Modern Memes. Modern Memes,
yes, sir. They sure did. And my buddy Jesse, who came out to see us, he actually bought like 20 of those shirts because he thought it was hilarious, dude. So we thought it was hilarious too. And then our buddy's band, Anything But Human, anything but B-U-T-T, human. Can't make this up, man.
Oh my God. You know, I wonder, but see, now when I typed in Modern Mimes, my autocorrect on my phone switched it to memes. But it's like mimes is a word. Like you don't have to autocorrect a correct spelling word. Like there was some funny memes I saw though. There was some funny.
Well, hey, look, as long as you had a good time and then you were able to find us eventually, right?
Yes, that's right. I sure was. Yep.
Awesome.
So Modern Mimes, you know, I was reading your about page and I found it very cool. It seems like, and I don't know, sometimes bands put shit on their website that's not really who they are or whatever, but I saw it looked like a spirit, kind of a spirituality kind ofness to your guys' band. There was a sentence, I'm going to read it right now. It says, everything is energy, a cycle that repeats itself until you get it right, and then a new one begins. Is that a core belief? I don't know for the whole band, but at least one person in the band. Is that like a yep?
that would be very. Yeah. I mean, but you know, Justin and I we agree. You know, we're kind of in the same boat, but she takes it to like another level. So when it comes to that topic, I'm gonna actually let her take the stage on that one.
Okay, let's hear it. I love this kind of topic too. I love this topic.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it goes pretty deep, and we actually have a song off of our first album that's called "Until We Get It Right."
Cool.
And it's basically just that perpetual cycle of life and things that seem to like repeat in your life, and you're like wondering why they're repeating. And it's just, you know, everything has a reason and a lesson for you to learn until you can move on to the next stage of life and existence, hopefully, and kind of move up the rails and get to a higher place. So that's kind of like the core meaning with all our music, I would say.
Do you feel like when people experience deja vu, like that could be a form of a past life repeating itself that you just remember?
Dude, I absolutely think so, man. Honestly, it's one of those things where so let me just get this right off the bat. I believe in everything and nothing at the same time, if that makes any sense to anybody.
Yep.
So the possibilities are endless. But yes, I do kind of believe that. I mean, you're experiencing something and you feel like you've already experienced it, and I feel like it could either be you either dreamt it or it already happened, maybe in like a different dimension or like an alternate universe or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. There could just be so many damn things, you know.
I don't feel like it's a dream though. I feel like if it was, because there's a lot of, you know, we don't remember all our dreams, but I feel like there are dreams that I do remember, and like nothing's ever happened from like a dream that I remember that happened in real life. Like you would think by now there would have been at least one situation. I remember that dream, you know, but
Right.
like one time I was a Care Bear, never became a Care Bear in real life. So I'm just saying, but I think deja vu might really be, and this is just my personal thoughts on it. It could be, like you said, either different dimensions crossing over, doing two things at the same exact time, maybe. Because I totally believe in like, that's why I love Rick and Morty. I don't know if you guys ever watched that cartoon.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I love that cartoon because it makes you think, you know. And when I read your guys' bio, I was like, I got to bring this up because a lot of times you get bands on, you do podcasts. They don't really get to know the band and what you guys mean. They just want to ask about your shows, which we are going to talk about that. Right. It's so cool to have a band. I saw one of your shirts had portals, like the word portals under it. So there's so much depth and deepness to the brain workings of the band. I think that's important for your fans to understand that because so many people are going to agree with that because the religious world we live in the spiritual world is so diverse now. And there's so many different theories that anything could be possible almost.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a core element in our music is definitely spirituality, but spirituality as a whole, not necessarily any particular religion, but just whatever spirituality means for that particular person, and just like reaching that higher power.
Yeah,
exactly. So the band it's a 3-piece band. It's just vocals, guitar, and then your drummer who is not on the episode tonight. Was it important when you found, because was it just the two of you at first?
Yes. Yeah. So we started off as a duo. I want to say it was like back in 2016 that her and I started writing music. Granted, we're married, so we are constantly around each other. So I've done projects in the past. I've toured and stuff like that.
After this, it's his turn to do the dishes, right?
Dude, it's always my turn to do the dishes, but I don't do them because I'm always doing something else that she needs me to do. You know, go get her medicine at Walgreens, you know, at 1 a.m. or something like that. You know, take the trash out every day. I take the trash out like 5 different times. But she's never had it, so.
Every time my wife tells me to do something, it's like I got to go to the bathroom. But it's like I really have to go to the bathroom.
I'm going to start doing that, man. I'm just going to start saying, hey, I've developed this really terrible stomachache every day, every single time you ask me to do something. But no, yeah, we started writing music back in like 2016. We were a duo at first. We had like electronic drums and those kind of elements and stuff like that. And then we recorded our sophomore album, The Gray, with Justin, our drummer, out in Louisiana. And, you know, him and the band that he was in, they kind of parted ways. And we were like, hey, man, we'd love to have a drummer go on the road with us and add that, you know, organic element to our already kind of electronic, dark kind of music. So it ended up working out. So, you know, now we're a 3-piece. And I do play a double neck guitar bass. So technically I play bass and guitar at the same time. It's a pain in the ass.
Hold on. How does that? You would think I would know this after like a 200 something episode. You would think I would know these things by now. What's a guitar and bass in one? Is it like has 2 necks on it?
It's 2 necks. Yep. It's a double neck. Yep. It's a guitar on top. No, I'm sorry. Bass on top, guitar on the bottom. It's a massive pain in the ass, but unfortunately, it's something that I started doing, and now I just can't get away from it.
That's kind of cool, though. So do you ever like just hit like a chord, like strum a chord, let it ring out, and then while that's ringing out, you're playing the bass in between it?
Yep.
Damn, that's pretty cool, man. I didn't know they made those things.
I didn't know they made them until she got me one for my birthday back in, apparently it was hard to find. And it just it was weird. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, hey, do you think maybe they make a guitar bass at the same time thing? She's like, oh, I don't know. A couple months later, I have one arrive at my doorstep, and I'm like, "What?" It was awesome.
That's just making you work harder. She's like, "We don't need a bass player. You figure it out."
Sure. Yeah. Oh, dude, I do have to work harder. I have to carry a guitar amp, a bass amp, a bass double neck. It's 50 pounds on my shoulders. Yeah, but I love it. It is what it is.
So when you got your drummer, was it kind of important for him to have some of the same core beliefs as the band? Like, I'm sure you guys didn't just meet him and decide. Did you guys know him and talk to him before deciding to bring him on as a drummer?
I knew him back in 2010, I think it was.
Okay.
So we were in a band together, and we've kind of just after that band kind of broke up, we stayed in touch, and he's a great drummer and he's a really good person. So good friend of mine. So he was the first one that I hit up, and I was like, dude, you come work with us. Let's do something. Yeah. And now we're doing it. So
that's awesome.
The first thing that sold me on Justin, first off, he was a great drummer, but.
Is he also Cuban? Is he also Cuban?
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
No. Wait. He is the most non-Puerto Rican in the world.
That's me. I speak no Spanish at all. Yeah, I'll tell you.
But at least you look Hispanic. He looks kind of weird, like Cajun meets like some freaking, I don't know, cockroach space monster. I'm just kidding. He's gonna watch this.
I should know Spanish. My dad, both my parents are Puerto Rican. My mom's half Italian though, and my mom's deaf, right? She can't hear. My dad grew up first language is Spanish. I don't speak Spanish and I don't know sign language. Like I should be trilingual. I speak English and I live in Oklahoma now, like of all places, right? Like Puerto Ricans shouldn't live.
Question for you, Oklahoma, a lot of Hispanics or not really?
Okay, so true story. When I first moved to Oklahoma, I was in a car and I told a buddy next to me, I said, man, there's a lot of Mexicans that live in Oklahoma. Right. And she says, where? I saw all these Mexicans over here. She goes, those are all Indians. I was like, oh, they're all Native Americans. But I'm from the Bay Area, right? Originally. So I just assumed that if you're brown, you're Mexican. Like everyone just assumed I was Mexican, you know? Like if I lived in Florida or New York, they would assume I was Cuban or Puerto Rican.
Exactly.
But in Oklahoma, they assume you're native. Like I get mistaken for native and Filipino for some reason. I don't know. Really? But yeah. But no, there's no culture. I live here, so I better be careful what I say. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to skip what I was just about to say and move on to something else. So now I lost my train of thought. Oh,
it's all right, man. I was going to tell you, if you're feeling rebellious, go for it, man. We need that more in rock and roll. Say what you feel, man.
No. Okay. What I was going to say is this. There's not as much culture in Oklahoma, right? Like coastal states. A buddy of mine from California just came to visit me and let me know. He's like, because he's looking for somewhere to live because he works on the road. He can live wherever he wants to. I was like, move to Oklahoma. He's like, no offense, man. He's a white dude. And he's like, there's just no culture in the middle of America. And that's true, man. You got your coastal states. So he wants to move to like either Florida, stay in California, or maybe Washington or somewhere along, you know, any coastal state, really. Even Texas has that, you know, near Galveston and stuff, man.
Oh, but
yeah. I will say this. I love Oklahoma. I love living here. It's a bit different than I've been here like 15 years now. So anyways.
Right.
Enough about me. Let's go back to the band. Okay. All right. You guys are getting ready to go on tour with Artifice.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I had them on the show. I forgot when it was. I think I called them Artifice because it reminded me of like Antifa because like the name just like kind of blood, you know, but it's Artifice. And you guys are leaving like soon. Like tomorrow or the next day?
Well,
the first show's on Friday.
Yeah, the first show's in Alabama on Friday. We were supposed to leave today to start rehearsing with our drummer in Louisiana, but weather got bad, and we were like, you know what? We got a late start. We would get in too late, so let's just leave first thing tomorrow morning, which is good because then we were able to do this comfortably rather than, you know, be in the car driving. And we would have done it anyway.
Bad too when people are in the car driving. It makes so much noise sometimes. And so I'm happy. For my sake, I'm happy that you guys didn't leave till the morning. But
now she's just making all the noise.
She wants to be on camera, man.
Yeah, no, she's getting kicked out. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You gotta go. Come on.
So how long? I'll ask you how long. It's you guys aren't gonna be back till like beginning of July.
Yeah.
I think the last show is July 10th in Louisiana.
Yep. And then we make our way back here to South Florida. By the way, if you want culture, man, come to South Florida. I don't know if you've ever been, but
I've been to Miami, man. I love my wife hates Miami because it's too hot. It's too hot for her, right? It's humid. It's hot. She goes, I'm sweating all these weird places. I've been to Miami twice. First time I was there, I didn't realize restaurants and bars don't close. And so I thought it was like 2 a.m. I went to go get sushi at some restaurant. Dude, the sun was coming up. I was like, fuck, dude, I need to go to sleep. Right now.
They don't sleep down there, man. You can do pretty much anything all hours of the day and night. So yeah.
Are you guys in Miami?
I'm originally from Miami. Yeah, we're not far. We're Fort Lauderdale, so about 45-minute drive. She works down there. Okay. And I don't know if she likes it down there anymore.
No, not really. I wouldn't go there really just necessarily to hang out. It's gotten a little ratchet in some instances. So,
well, I feel like English is a second language down there because like every cab I went in, they were like I think either Somalian or they were Cuban or Puerto Rican. They didn't speak English. I asked the guy for directions to get to like a dive bar. I was trying to find a cheap place to drink, and there's like everything in Miami is like super fucking expensive. Yeah. So like he didn't speak English and he was like just, you know, some random guy on the road. So I found it eventually, but I love Miami, but English has to be a second language out there.
It absolutely is. No, it really is. Actually, Fort Lauderdale's getting kind of like that too. But yeah, Miami, and where I'm from, it's a small town in Miami-Dade called Hialeah. You go down there, the streets are in Spanish. The street names are in Spanish. The stores, McDonald's is McDonald. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
It's no longer, and there's no English there anymore, man. It's like rare, you know.
McDonald's.
Burger King. We got Burger King. We got all that.
Do you guys have any songs at all in Spanish?
No, but I think
I've written some.
She definitely has. In fact, when she was younger, I think she only wanted to sing in Spanish.
Yeah.
She was very young, like 4 or 5 years old when she started out.
I was in my teens at that point when I decided I was like, I wanted to be like Selena or something. And I'm like, yeah, I only want to sing in Spanish. And
have you guys ever heard of Puya?
Hell yeah, I've heard of Puya. They're from here, man. Those guys are insane.
I showed my dad. I was like, you didn't like this band, so they come out playing salsa music. Then it quickly goes to like metal. My dad's like, I don't like it anymore. I would love to have them on the show, but yeah, it's so cool. All right, I want to play your guys' song. This song is called Down and Dead. It's the newest release. After we play the song, I want to talk a little bit about it, but I also want to talk about your 7 Deaths cover as well that you guys are also pushing right now. So let's play Down and Dead by Modern Mimes. Here we go.
Oh, when you're feeling down, you're down and dead. Oh, when you feel down, you're down and dead. Oh, when you're feeling down, you're down and dead. Oh, when you feel down, you're down. How did I fall into? Everything is beautiful. A godsend, everything was so fast. As soon as that you still have salvation, live the moment, let pass. The feelings that keep you trapped, losing no war. The strength you need isn't you. And when it's feeling subdued, pray for more. Oh, when you're feeling down, down and dead. Oh, when you feel down. Your point of view, believe you can, healing from the gut through, control you have within you, it's in your hands, gentle scent of perfume, let patience be your virtue, steady oceans, rinsing worry from you, remembering your own truth, you're only human.
There we go. You know what's so cool about that song? First of all, I noticed your guitar and bass. Okay. I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. I didn't notice it, but I paid attention this time and I saw it. That is so cool, man. I've never seen that in a music video before. If I have, I don't really pay attention that much to things. Like I think I do, but I kind of don't. But that is super cool. And also the shirt that she is wearing is that like spikes or something coming off? That's super awesome.
Yeah, it's got this cool texture. I don't even know what it is, some like polyester thing, but it worked out really nicely in the video.
She always finds the coolest stuff. She always does. Like the coolest outfits. You know, I get stuck with just black shirt and jeans and shit.
I feel like women kind of get cooler clothes in general, and they're like typically cheaper too. Like, you know, you can find some good cheap women's clothes. Guys' clothes, if it's weird, it's like super expensive a lot of times. And then the rope things, the ropes you guys had in the black ropes, did you guys ever get tangled in those? Like what was that shooting the video?
So that was part of my dress. Like it just had these long pieces. And then I just got some more of the fabric and cut them out and attached a few more. And guys all wrapped up in it, and they actually did get pretty tangled.
We got tangled, but it was harder to stay tangled than it was to like not be tangled, because like it kept like kind of getting loose, and we were just like grabbing it and like trying to put it around us and act at the same time. So it was like kind of difficult. But we finally got it. That take took like 20 different takes. It was insane because we were like, that came loose again. That's right. I'm like, by that time, I'm like, you know what? Just grab it and just edit around it, because I'm not gonna do the entire day here, man. This is insane.
You tell the cameraman, hey, do your tricks. Do your tricks once this is done and make it look good. And it looks fucking really good. Really cool song too. It's like subtle, but it's also hard. It has like that metal feel, but your voice is really soft. It's almost like it's like a really cool sound that it's like melodic, but hard at the same time. I still think you guys should do like a salsa metal song. I still think that'd be so fucking cool if you guys did that. Only because you can speak Spanish.
We might, man. Don't rule that out. We might. You know, we've had some of our fans actually ask us to do a Spanish version of some of our songs that are already out, and we're like, you know what, that'd be kind of cool. You know, it's hard because like it's hard to translate. Like things get lost in translations. You know, you'd
have to change the words a little bit so they would rhyme, I guess, right?
Right.
Dang,
yeah.
Man.
It's in the works, though. It's in the works. I did translate one of them.
Yeah.
It sounds
cool. Did you?
I did. Yeah. I just haven't recorded it yet, but
I think
it's coming up.
I think being out there in Florida, I think a lot of people being in South Florida, I think they would appreciate it. Just given like a I don't even know what the word I'm trying to say is, like your culture, you know, like giving respect to your culture, your family history and ancestry and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So, I agree.
And then you guys did, which 7 Disc song did you guys cover? Because I'll tell you, I talked to Nolan. You guys work with Nolan and Shauna as well, right? Yep. So Nolan was like, these guys he was the one that messaged me and told me you guys did a 7 Disc cover. And which song was that? And why did you choose to do that song?
So the song is My Ruin. And the reason why I chose that song is because it's an old school song. And it goes back to before they were even called 7 Dust. They put that song out when they were called Crawl Space. Crawl Space.
Yeah. That's right. That was a long time ago, man.
A very long time ago. It was like 94 or something like that. Yep. And that song was, I believe that song was the one that kind of put them out there the most, because it got on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack, the first Mortal Kombat movie
cool
soundtrack. Yep. And I think if you look it up, I think they were on the credits. They were still called Crawl Space. And I don't know, man. I just love that song. It's an awesome fucking track, man. And 7 Dust is one of my favorite bands. So I was like, you know what? I think I can do a pretty good job of covering this. And I started working on it. And then I said, hey, learn the song. Let's go record it. And boom, there it is.
Are you guys signed on to a label right now?
We're working with, we've worked with Curtain Call Records for a bit. And, obviously with Nolan, with MK Management. Okay. Technically, no, we're not on a major label. We're mostly independent,
Okay, I'm sure 7 Disc probably heard your song. Have you been able to show it to them? I know some of the people you talk to deal with, and so I would assume that they've heard your guys' version of it. And have they said anything to you about it personally?
So I think Justin, our drummer, sent me a screenshot, maybe like a couple days after we put it out, and it was from the singer of Heartsick, a friend of ours. And I guess he sent it to Clint from 7 Dust, and Clint wrote back saying, very cool. That was awesome. I love it. And then he sent my drummer the screenshot of that, and then he sent it to me, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's badass!" You know,
It is. It's pretty cool when you do a cover of a band, and then they wind up hearing it, and then you get to know it. What if they were like, "Fuck that, that sucks."
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's fucking crushed.
That would have been
crushed. I would have quit music. No, you know what I would have done? Probably, I'm such a dick. I would have been like, you know what? I'm going to cover another one of their songs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna make it fucking worse, you know.
That's that Latin temper coming out, right? That's someone like, fuck that.
See?
I'm gonna do another one now.
Exactly.
And you don't have to like that one either.
I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna do an even worse version of this song, man.
What's it? I know you guys. We talked about you guys going on tour here pretty soon. Is there a city? And you may not want to say it because you guys are going on tour, but like no one's gonna fucking listen anyways. Is there a city that you really are looking forward to? Because I saw you guys are going. You guys are doing like the Texas, Oklahoma, I think Alabama. Is there a city you're really looking forward to? Besides Oklahoma City, of course.
Definitely. Yes. Okay. Aside from Oklahoma City, looking forward to Wisconsin.
I've never been there, man.
Yeah, you should. It's really cool, man. It's everybody's awesome, man. Down to earth, cool. Everybody's super nice. We're not used to that because we live in South Florida where everybody's an asshole and they drive like shit. So everybody follows the speed limit in Wisconsin, drives really well. So I'm looking forward to that because I do a lot of the driving. Let's see, definitely, of course, Oklahoma. And I want to play where Artifice is from. I want to play their hometown because I know that they're gonna throw down, and I know it's gonna be insane. And just really, and looking forward to the entire tour, man. Just it's gonna be awesome. I'm
looking forward to all of it. To be honest,
it's been a while. Our last tour was with Combi Christ, and we did it back in October, November of last year, and we've just kind of been, writing music and kind of putting all our ducks in a row, and finally now we get to go back out. So really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. When was the last time you guys went on tour? It's probably like a tour like this. Has it been a minute?
With Combi Christ, October, November of last year.
Oh, it's not even that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago, but I'm still itching to go out.
It felt like a long time.
Every time we come home from tour, it's like we want to go back out next week.
When we got back, we were so depressed. At least I was.
Dude, I normally hear the opposite because touring takes a lot out of people, man. Like a lot. You know what's cool about living in Oklahoma? There's a lot of bands that go on tour. Like if they're driving through, a lot of them will stop by my house for a few hours, eat some food, because we live right off the highway, man. And so when you guys are in town, if you guys need a break and want some food, my wife and I are very hospitable. You guys stop by and maybe have some drinks or whatever you guys want to, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really going to do my best to try to make it out. I know the next day after you guys play in Oklahoma, I'm packing up. We're going on a road trip to California for a week to go visit my family out in the Bay Area. But I'm not leaving until the 28th, and you guys will be here on the 27th. So I've never been to that venue either. So if you guys are in Oklahoma, you guys are playing at 89th Street. Is it 89th Street Collective or something? I don't know. It's 89th Street. You guys,
89th Street, something like 89th Street venue. I guess you could Google that.
It's probably on 89th Street. I would assume in Oklahoma City.
How weird would it be if it was on like 5th Street? Nothing to do with 89. Like,
yeah, I know, right? That'd be so weird if it was. Last question. Is there a band that you've toured with? You guys seem like you've been around for a while. You guys played with some big bands. Is there a band that you've played with that you've really just enjoyed being on the road with while you guys are traveling?
Yeah, man. Combi Christ. Yeah, they're, that whole tour. So we were out with Combi Christ, Heartsick, and Davey Suicide. And dude, that whole tour was just
Davey Suicide. Is that the AFI guy?
No, that's
Davey Havoc. That's Davey Havoc. Yeah. Okay, my bad. My bad.
He's from your neck of the woods. He's from LA. The guy's been around for quite some time, and that entire tour was awesome, dude. And if we could relive any tour that we've done, even from my old bands, I would say that one, dude. It was awesome.
That's cool, man. I don't envy you guys for being on the road. I wish I could do it like at least once, just to, like travel around and be in a band and do all that. But I'll be 40, so I don't know that I have it in me.
I'm
so young.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing about touring: when you're out there and miserable shit happens, yes, because it does happen, you're gonna be like, "Fuck! I wish I was home. I wish I was home." But then I'll tell you what: when you get back home, you're going to miss it. I guarantee you, and you will want to go back out ASAP. It happens to everybody that I know. Unless you really hate touring and you just stay away from it. You know what I mean? But even her, she's not too big on like being out and about. But when she gets back home, she does not want to stay home for too long. You know?
Did she make you guys?
I don't know.
Do you guys get hotels? You just sleep in the van? Do you guys van it?
Nah, bro. I'm a diva, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got a Hilton rewards card, dude, and a Choice rewards card. We get hotels for fucking like $20. Fuck that. I'm not sleeping in the van with one of my fat roadies right next to me, breathing his hot air in my face.
Oh.
And that has happened before. That's why I'm like, nope, we're getting hotels.
You need a good night's sleep. You got good hair too. You know what I'm saying? You got good hair. I mean, shit looks good.
That means a lot, brother. That really does.
Yeah, I don't have any hair, so I'm envious of that.
I can't pull off the fedora like you do, bro. I really can't. I tried.
That's how you can tell I'm Hispanic, I think. It's the fedora. If I wasn't wearing a fedora, I just look like a normal white dude next door. I don't know. All right, guys. Hey, is there anything else you want to say before we get off here? Anything at all you want to say to your fans, shout outs, anything like that?
Yeah,
thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, check us out. Check us out. ModernMimes.com or just Google Modern Mimes, not Modern Memes, please.
And if you're on Facebook, you can type in Modern Mimes Band. If you do that, you'll find the band. That's what I did. Hey, guys, don't go anywhere. Please stay right there till after the outro song plays. Then I'll let you guys go. I do want to thank everyone that listens to The Loud Spot. Please, if you're still watching, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that like button. Check out some of our other videos. That's all the time we got. And also check us out on every podcasting platform. Now that's all we got. Peace out. Rock on. Much love.
This is The Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this The Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have its back again? Does everything that's good really have to end? A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.